So you have a movie for me? Yes, sir, I do. It's about an archaeologist named Indiana Jones, and it takes place in 1936. I'm already bored. Well, let's just say he's an archaeologist, superhero, and James Bond all rolled into one. That sounds super interesting. I love it. So the movie's got hot girls, booze, fistfights, and Nazis. Oh, so it's a family film. Yeah. Anyway, Indy's on a secret mission to find the ultimate super weapon, the Ark of the Covenant, before the Nazis do. Super weapons are tight. And then Indy goes to Nepal. Why would he do that? Because it's an exotic filming location and his girlfriend's there and she's got an amulet with the clue on how to find the Ark of the Covenant. Okay, what's she doing in Nepal? Winning drinking contests in a bar? Great. So something kids can relate to. So she sees Indy after the contest and gives him the amulet. Eventually. But the first thing she does when she sees Indy is punch him right in the face. I guess she's not too happy to see him. No, I guess not. Turns out Indy hooked up with her when she was a kid and he was working for her dad. Exactly how young was she? Let's just keep that on the down low. So she kicks Indy out of the bar. Kinda, but it's sort of bad timing because as soon as he leaves, the Nazis come in and they're looking for the amulet too, but she's not going to give it to him. Right. So a sinister Nazi threatens her with a hot poker. Yeah, that's just the kind of thing sinister Nazis do. Is he going to burn her face off? Nah, luckily Indy comes back for some reason. Well, that's certainly convenient. Well, a woman can't save herself. I mean, she's no Captain Marvel. Anyway, there's this giant shootout, the bar's on fire, it's just chaos, and everyone dies. Except for our heroes and the sinister Nazi guy. Does he grab the amulet? That would be really cool. Actually, it's gonna be really hot, and it's gonna make quite an impression. Okay, I'm with you. Now she's just with Indy, who she hates. I remember how she punched him in the face. Right, so now they're back together again. Continue. So they're off to Cairo, because that's where the Ark is, and it's filled with Egyptians and Nazis, and all they want to do is kill Indy. Do they? Well, Indy gets into a bunch of fistfights, shoots a guy who threatens him with the sword, and his girlfriend gets blown up. It's going to be hilarious. Hilarious? Well, kids do think it's funny when they see things get blown up. So the amulet has directions on how to find the Ark on it. It's pretty simple. All you got to do is pick up a gem, shove it on the end of a 12-inch stick, hold it up to the sun at just the right time of day, and it'll point you right to where the Ark is. You can't miss it. Those are some good directions. But on the back it says, just kidding, it's an 8-inch stick. What? Why? You'll see. Then we cut to the evil Nazi guy. You know the guy who grabbed the amulet in the fire? Yeah. Well, it turns out it burnt a perfect copy right into his spooky little hand. Good. Kids love spooky hands. Now we cut to the desert. The Nazis are digging everywhere, but they don't know exactly where to look. Because the Nazi guy with the spooky hand only had the impression of the front of the amulet. Exactly. So Indy grabs a crystal, an 8-inch stick, and the sun marks the spot. Indy jumps into the pit and he grabs the Ark. Those Nazis are suckers. No, actually the Nazis grab the Ark, throw Indy's girlfriend into the pit, and seal her and Indy in it. Wow, Nazis are great. You might want to rethink that statement. Anyway, the important thing is Indy and his girlfriend are trapped in this pit. Well, it's actually more like a temple. Like a Temple of Doom? I'm with you, okay. Maybe that's a good title for the movie. So there's no way out. The walls are made of like super thick stone and the ceiling's like 30 feet high. Right, doomed. It's gonna be impossible to get out of there. No, actually it's gonna be super easy, barely an inconvenience. Indy's gonna jump on a statue, crash through a wall, and they're gonna walk right out of there. No one sees or hears this? Nope. Okay, I've rethought it. Nazis aren't great, they're suckers. So everything's resolved now. Indy gets on his friend's boat, has a sleepover with his girlfriend, and they're headed back to the good old US of A. But then the boat stops. Why? Does the boat break down? No, it's the Nazis in a submarine. How do they find him in the middle of the ocean on a boat? Unclear. So the Nazis grab the Ark and put it in their sub. So how's Indy going to get over to the submarine? He's going to swim to it, of course. Wouldn't everyone notice? Well, everyone in the boat will, but the Nazis won't suspect a thing. Why not? Because Nazis are suckers. Anyway, he swims over to the submarine and gets in it. Okay. Fast forward. The Nazis, Indy, his girlfriend, all sneak out into the hills to test out what's going to happen when they open the inside of the Ark. What if it's sand? Kids like sand. Sand? I don't like it. It's rough, it's coarse, and gets everywhere. Stay with me here. The sand, it turns into ghouls, and they're the kind of ghouls that just go and melt everyone's faces off. Sure, that would be cool, but aren't the kids going to be petrified when they see people's faces getting melted off? I guess we'll make it PG. That way, if the kids get scared, it's the parents' fault, not ours. So how does it end? Well, everyone looks and is watching the Ark, and they die, what with the ghouls and the faces melting off and stuff. Okay, wait a minute. You said Indiana and his girlfriend were there. Right, but they don't open their eyes. Why not? Basic archaeology. Every archaeologist knows not to look into an Ark when you open it. It's like what you learn on the first day of class in archaeology school. Exactly. That's about it. Sounds like a good ending. Let's just leave it there. There's no way we can make any more of these.